Hi there. Welcome to Weird Crafts. I'm Terry, and today I'm going to demonstrate for you one of our felt cookie kits. This one is the Autumn Leaves kit. In your kit, you will receive a foam felting block, your cookie cutters, your wool roving, a magnet if you care to use that when you're done with them, an assortment of needles. I already have the wool removed for the birch leaf, and that's what we're going to do today. Now this wool right now is very compact. Fluff your wool, get it nice and loose. You can see there was a lot packed in there, and you're gonna loosely put it in to your cookie cutter. Okay, I'm gonna start with a 36 triangular needle, and you're gonna love how safe these keeps your needles. This little case, you'll get to reuse that. And I'm simply going to start poking the wool down. Now you're just going to want to work your way across the surface with just the tip of the needle. Now, especially for beginners, I want to remind you that this needle is very sharp. It has little barbs on it. And what these barbs do is agitate the wool against itself, and it locks the fibers together. And that is how you create a solid piece. So I'm working my way across, just getting the tip in there. If I go really deep, it will stick to the block. So after just a few, I'm gonna give that a little scrub, and I'm gonna turn it over, and I'm just gonna keep working it. Once you get this worked across the surface, before I flip it again, I'm gonna make sure I get into all the little crevices and around the edge completely of the shape. And you're gonna wanna do that on each turn. It's really gonna crisp up your edges, especially with these leaves that have all of these little angles on each side. So we're just gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna work it all the way across the surface and around each edge, and then flip it. Now I've worked this 3 times and flipped it, and so you're gonna see it's starting to come together, but it really doesn't look like much yet. It doesn't have those sharp edges, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the rest of the wool, we're gonna fluff it up, we're gonna start getting it in there, and you can just kind of flip it over just like that, because you really wanna work into all these corners so that they're gonna fill out nicely. And you're gonna get all the rest of the wool that we've provided for you into the cookie cutter, and just keep working it. Get your needle right into those little corners. Work your way across it as before, all the way around the edges, across the open surface, and flip. And I'm gonna do that several more times. You can see after about 10 or more flips, this is really starting to come together and become a solid piece. Now, normally I would just continue and get this really tight, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna show you a few little things that you can do to get these corners very carefully, to get these corners sharp. Just poke right in there, and you will see that they will start to get some definition. See? Kind of totally tightens all of that up. Another thing that you can do is get a sharp pair of scissors and just trim off some of these fibers that are just wild. It takes a lot of patience to needle felt, but it sure is worth it in the end to get a beautiful piece. Then we're going to add some details. So we're going to take a little bit of this roving, and you're just going to take a few strands, and you're going to swirl it in your hand like that. Lay it down. I'm going to pin it down with one needle to keep it in place. I'm going to grab the 38, which is the blue, and I'm just going to felt this in place. Just felt up and down the line until you get it in there. Just going to needle felt this down the line, and then you are going to do 3 more, kind of in an arc, so that it looks like the illustration on the box. And through the magic of video, this is your finished piece. I've added the arced pieces. I've felted it even tighter and really worked it with that needle. I have trimmed in there a little bit with the scissors. So now you have a beautiful piece to display. You can put your magnet on it. These are great to put essential oils on, hang it from something. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by Weir Crafts.